Hey everybody, what's going on? So today I'm going to be cold calling the low equity list out of the CRM that I use. And just in case you're wondering what CRM I use ButtonLeads. It was created by my friend Gage Garber. He did an amazing job with it. I use it for all agent outreach. All on market. You can use it for off market. I use it for specifically the low equity list to get creative finance deals like subject to and seller finance. And then I also use it for cash deals, still with agents here in Arizona. So if you want to check that out, I put a link in the description and you can go see that. But yeah, like I said, today we're going to be cold calling the no equity list that I uploaded to my CRM. So I have it on my phone. You're not going to see it on the screen today. But yeah, we're just going to see if these agents pick up. And what the CRM did is it sent out a letter of intent, and it also sent them a text message. And sometimes I don't always get a reply back, and then I end up calling that agent if I don't hear from them after those two things have been sent out. So we're just going to start calling them and hop right into it.
Hello, this is Sally.
Hey Sally, my name is Ryan. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am great, thanks. Hey, I was actually just calling because I saw you had the listing on.
Yes.
Yeah, I had sent you an email and I texted you. The email was an LOI. Did you get a chance to review that?
Yeah, I responded to that.
Oh, you did. That's weird. I didn't get it. What did you end up saying?
Um, they were not interested because I presented it to them and they were like, no, we need to sell the divorce situation.
Hmm.
So from what I understood, they just weren't interested in the whole concept of it.
Gotcha.
It's
Yeah.
from Jeanette Seha or something, right?
I'm sorry. What's that?
It's from, it was from, yeah, it's Jeanette Seha.
Oh, maybe that was someone else. That wasn't me. But from me, my name's Ryan. It would have came from Ryan Vasquez. But I'm sure
Again.
the one that you got, it was more of like a creative offer. Is that what you're talking about?
I got a couple of them. Yeah, so we got the letter of intent, and then you know what? I might have responded to the other one thinking it was yours. I am so sorry.
Oh, no worries. No worries. That's okay. So I get it though. If they're going through a divorce, sometimes I can make it a bit more difficult. I'm actually working on two of those right now, and it's definitely possible. But yeah, it makes it a little bit harder when there's that situation. Usually, what I like to do if it's something that they're open to is, I do a three-way call with you and the wife, and then you and the husband, and so everybody's kind of on the same page. Are they just like totally not interested at all, or is it something that they might consider and we could potentially do a three-way call like that with both of them?
Well, they have accepted another offer with another client, with
Oh,
another buyer, but it's subject to no repairs. So I do like to have something in the back pocket to where if this doesn't go through, then I can say, hey, let's go back to the offer that we had.
mhm.
Could you explain it to me better so that I can explain it to them better?
Yeah, like how the process works, or like what explain which
Yeah,
part better.
yeah, like how the process would work for them. Because you take over their mortgage.
Right. Yeah, so basically what I would be doing is I would come in, I would potentially put some money in their pocket, and then I would pay your commission and all the closing costs. And then I would just be, yes, taking over their payments. So the loan would stay in place, and I would be taking them over.
Okay, so then they would still have an existing mortgage pretty much?
Exactly. So the loan would stay in their name, and then I would have a third party servicing company who they would pull the money out of my account, and then they would be paying the lender.
Okay, I think that's what they didn't like is that because if she wants to buy another house,
Mhm.
then she can't, right? Because she has an existing mortgage.
No, she definitely still could. It really just depends on the situation, but she could still buy another home. She would just have to, speak with her lender, and then it'll show, like, since the payments are coming out of my account, that she's no longer making the payments or responsible for them. So um, then the lender would see that and be able to remove some of that the other loan balance from her debt to income, and then could get her qualified for another loan.
Okay. Okay. Well, so yeah, we're working on this other deal right now. So let me see how that goes, and if that doesn't go through, then I will definitely reach out and see what backup plan we can do.
Okay, perfect. And is the other one just like a traditional offer that you guys got?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And when should I check back with you on this?
I'll reach out. I have your information, so I'll reach out if this doesn't go through.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Sally. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Awesome. So that call went pretty good. Usually, when they say that they're going to reach back out to me, they sometimes do. They normally don't. But I'm just going to make a note and then move it in my CRM. So usually, what I like to do it on my phone. It can all be done on your phone through the app, and I just make voice notes in here. So she said it's a divorce situation. Not sure if they're open to it. Said she would call me back. And then I'm just going to add a follow up in here, which the follow up will be done automatically by the CRM, which is super nice. So I think you'll follow up with her in like 2 weeks, but I'll probably follow up with her sooner than that. All right, let's call the next one.
Hello, it's Mike.
Hey, Mike, this is Ryan. How are you?
Hey, Ryan. Good. How are you?
Hey, doing great. I was just giving you a call to talk to you about your list.
Sure.
Yeah, I had sent you an email with an LOI, and I also texted you. Did you get a chance to review that?
I definitely did not get an email.
Oh, huh. Maybe I had the wrong one. Would you be able to text me like a good email, and then I can get it resent out to you?
Sure. What's a good phone number?
Oh, it's this one right here. You can just, as soon as we get off the phone, you can text me. But I can just kind of run through it. So I just came across that listing online, and I was looking, and I noticed that they didn't have it for too long. Was there something in particular that was going on with it?
No, they moved back to where they moved from. They own a small business
Okay.
out of state. Said they were trying to do remote management, and it just wasn't working.
Hmm.
So
Okay, that makes
bought the
sense.
house, planned on staying, but life, and they had to leave.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I was kind of thinking and what I had presented in the LOI was more of a like a creative option. Had you kind of talked about that before, or do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah, so they're not super into subject twos or wraparound.
Hmm.
They want to get out of the mortgage completely.
Gotcha.
And that's the requirements for them.
Okay, just because they're
We
moving.
presented other subject to offers to them, and they're not. I mean, obviously, I'll present every offer that's given, but they
Of
were
course.
not. They were not entertaining those last time we had discussed it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No, I totally get it. If anything changes on their end, definitely let me know. But I also just want to be like an additional resource to you if you ever have any other listings, like where sellers have similar problems like this, or I guess maybe not a problem, but lower equity, maybe pre-foreclosure. Like I just want to be that extra tool for you in your tool belt that you can reach out to, and hopefully we can get you your commission and do some deals together.
Awesome. Well, I will send you a text with my email since we get off the phone. And yeah, thank you for giving me a call.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Take care.
Yeah, probably.
All right, bye. Sweet. So that one went pretty good too, even though like that's what I'm going to get a lot of the time is they say no, they're not interested, and then usually it's just all in the follow up of reaching out to them to see if anything had changed on the seller's end. So I'm just going to add to the notes right now. He said sellers aren't interested at this time, and then I'll have the CRM follow up with them. Cool. All right. And now we'll call this one here. Hey, Sahar, this is Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. Who's this?
This is Ryan. I'm calling about your listing.
How can I help?
Yeah, I had actually sent you a text message, and you told me that you'd call me later, and then I sent you an LOI, and I just wanted to kind of see, where you're at.
Without a 1 to 4 contract from Texas,
Mhm.
I can't present anything to the seller.
Okay.
I need a 1 to 4 contract. So if you can get 1 to 4 contract and email that offer to me, I'll present it to the seller. Okay. I just walked into an appointment, so I can't be on the phone. Thank you, Ryan.
Do you have one more second? Okay. So she just hung up. She wants this one was in Texas. She wants a 1 to 4 track contract. So I don't just send out contracts to the sellers ever, or I mean to the agents ever, like without. There's a lot more information that we need. So when I'm just going to text her and say, hey, when she's done with her appointment, let's talk, and I'd love to get a contract out to her, basically. So I'm just going to text her really fast. I'd love to get a contract out to you. Can you please give me a call when you're done with your meeting? Right. On to the next.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I'm going to try her again.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right. So she didn't answer. What's nice about this is usually if they don't answer, like even if you're not using a CRM or whatever you decide to use, just you can, most of the time they don't listen to their voicemails, I would say. So I just usually text them. But with the CRM, what's nice is that I can just literally click on no answer, and then it will send them a text message asking them when's a good time to call them. All right. Let's try the next one. That's weird. It hung up right away. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're just blocking my call. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, yeah, that one keeps hanging up. So I'll try texting that one and calling them as well later. All right.
Hi, you have reached me.
Calling her again.
Hi, you have reached.
All right, no answer with that one. So this is pretty much what it's like. Just making the calls. You're gonna get a lot of no answers. You're gonna have, people that hang up on you like you saw, and then you're gonna have others that are gonna be good conversations. So then you just keep moving through the list and keep dialing.
Please leave your message for.
I always double dial. I know people sometimes think it's probably tedious, but I think it works. Usually they pick up on the second time.
Please leave your message for.
Alrighty, no answer. Hopefully we can get a couple more people to start picking up. Wonder if everybody's on their lunch break or something.
Please leave your message.
Alrighty. Come on, let's get some people to pick up.
We are sorry. An application.
Okay, that was weird.
Hello, this is Rosie.
Hey, Rosie, this is Ryan. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Hey, I was actually just calling about your listing on.
Yes,
Yeah, I had sent you an LOI and which was in an email, and then I sent you a text message as well for this listing. Did you get a chance to review those?
I did. I thought I replied to it.
Oh, I didn't see anything. What did you end up? What did you say?
Ryan Vasquez, right?
Yeah,
Hold on 1 second here. Let me
no problem.
back to. Let me go back to it here.
Mhm.
I believe I said it was too low, but let me see. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
It was so I don't know if you know what type of offers you've been getting or not. It wasn't a cash offer, so it wouldn't have been kind of low. It was something a bit more creative. So I don't know if you've been getting calls about that or not, but do you know what I mean?
Right. I actually emailed you back and said I had a question. I said, thank you for the LOI and the information.
Mhm.
One question before we consider this type of quote sale. Does the seller receive the listing price of the property or just that his loan is taken over, which relieves his liability?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's
And I
weird.
think I got another email and then it still didn't answer the question I had.
I'm so sorry. Must be a glitch on my end or something like that. I'll have to go back and look for it. I definitely didn't see that. But to answer your question, so yes, essentially what I mean, I don't know what you had him netting or your seller's netting at list price, but to me it kind of looked like maybe they might not be netting too much or potentially have to cut a check. So what I was
They're
thinking,
netting close to $100,000.
oh really? Okay, gotcha. Maybe my information was wrong then.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
no, he refinanced and he has, hold on 1 second.
sure.
He has about $150,000 payoff.
Oh,
And he's using the money that he's netting from it to purchase another home, a bigger home that's in escrow right now. So that's why I asked that question, because does he get additional money? And the second email I think he sent was, why sell this way? Is the seller will not have to come out of pocket and they'll walk away with more dollars,
right.
than a traditional sale. But if he's not having anything taken over but his loan, then that's not going to work for us because he needs to net out quite a bit. He wants to net out quite a bit. So I don't think this will quite fill the need for this.
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right. I mean, if he needs a large down payment for that other house, then it's probably not going to be a good fit, like you said. But the other thing I was thinking, like, even if it doesn't work on this one, I mean, I'd still love to work with you, Rosie. And, that's really, I get this one has a lot of equity, but, what I really specialize in is solving sellers' problems. And I just really want to be an additional tool in your tool belt that, like, if you come across sellers that have lower equity or in pre-foreclosure, that you can reach out to me because I can help solve those. And, hopefully we can still get you your commission on those as well. Do you have any like that right now that come to mind?
I don't actually. I don't have anything. I also am a full-time accountant for a company. So the seller of Legend Hills is actually my son. So, and I am a broker, a real estate broker, but I'm not active out there like a lot of agents.
don't advertise for buyers or sellers because I don't have the time for it to, put in the legitimate time that was required for them.
Yeah.
So, but I will keep this email. I've kept them, and that answers that question. And that's kind of what I thought this was getting at, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So, but I will keep it on file. And I think I did add you when you text me. I did add you to my contacts. So
Perfect. I love that. Yeah. Well, I think that we'll definitely, maybe be able to do something in the future. So are you only mainly just focusing on the property management stuff right now then?
no, I mean if things come to me, then of course I'll take on those too.
Mm.
But I have the properties that I manage. My portfolio is not very big, and my sellers are all they all refinance. Or my owners, not sellers, but owners all refinanced when the rates were so low. So what they're getting in rent more than covers their mortgage plus extra. So
Amazing.
I don't have anybody that's in a dire need at this point.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, if I
But
ever,
as the market continues the way it is, who knows?
yeah, if I ever, need any property management, I'll definitely keep you in mind too.
Thank you. Yeah, I kind of do it as a boutique thing. I'm selective who I do it. I don't just take on a bunch of, I don't have a huge portfolio, but I definitely, would take any property management, especially in, obviously Las Vegas, northwest Las Vegas.
Okay.
Summerlin area and things like that. So, because I'm on the west side of town. So,
Gotcha.
I don't know if you're familiar with the area, because I know it's a 949 area code. So, I know that you're from Orange County, or originally from Orange County. So was I. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep you in mind, and you keep me in mind, and maybe we can do something later on.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you. It was great talking with you, and I appreciate your time.
And you as well. Thanks, Ryan.
All right,
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Awesome. So that was actually a really good call, even though it didn't work out. She was selling her son's house, which he needs all the money for his next property. I don't know. Usually if they have that much equity, like I could say, okay, are they open to taking a down payment, like a smaller down payment, and then making payments over time on that equity? But at that point, I didn't feel like it was really worth it. And, I think we made a good connection with her, and hopefully she'll have some deals in the future that she can send. So let's start calling the next one.
Hi, this is Steven. You reached my voicemail.
Alrighty. Come on, Steven.
Hi, this is Steven. You reached my voicemail. Please leave a message.
No answer.
You reached Akil Robinson. You reached Akil Robinson.
I wonder if a lot of these agents are on lunch right now. I guess it is kind of getting close to that time.
call has been forwarded to. The call has been forwarded to voice.
Alrighty. Just keep on moving down the list. Whoops. Oh, Scott just messaged me. He said he's in a meeting and that he'll call me back. So maybe we'll get a call back here.
Hello.
Hey, Ashley, this is Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. Hey, I was just calling to talk to you about your listing on. Yeah, I had sent you. I think we actually did talk about it. I think I sent you that LOI, but we were texting and you were saying that they were VA buyers. And
They are.
did they look into that, the eligibility of potentially getting a second home loan?
Yeah, so we have, now this home, so they had, I believe their limit is 820. So if we do a subject to, that ties up 600,000 of their home benefit that they cannot use. So it is not physically possible for us to do
Gotcha.
a subject to.
Yeah, so they'd only have that like 200,000 left for 100% financing with the VA.
That is correct, and they are moving to the East Coast where houses are 700,000. So it's like physically not possible.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I get that, and I know there's not much you can really do around that. But if for some reason, if anything changes, if they decide that they're not going to buy a home anytime soon or just want to rent, definitely keep me in mind. But I also wanted to ask you, do you maybe have any other listings that this might work for, that maybe they're conventional loans or may not VA? I mean, I've done VA, FHA, and all, but.
Sure. I do not have any that are conventional right now. They are all VA.
Amazing. Well, do the other ones that, like I said, I've done it with VA too. So sometimes it can be a bit more difficult, but it's definitely possible. Are any of them maybe open to it?
No, I only have 2 listings right now, and the only other one, the gentleman that's selling his house just wants to get out from it and just do a clean sale, because I did ask and he said no.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, no worries. I'd like to stay in touch with you, though. I think that we could definitely, make something happen in the future and help each other out. If you ever come across any other ones that it would work for, I'd appreciate it if you keep me in mind.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Ashley. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. That was a good one. VA call right there. All right. Just going to add some notes. This is a VA home loan. They have 800,000 in eligibility and are using 600 of it right now. So the second home loan doesn't work. All right, just keep following up with her. Sometimes things change. Maybe they'll decide to rent instead of buy, but you never know. All right, let's call Eric.
Hello, you've reached Eric with.
One more time.
Hello, you've reached Eric.
No answer.
Please leave your message for.
Sound like you might answer there at the end.
Please leave your message for.
Oh, nope. Straight to voicemail.
Message, and I'll get back to you.
All right. Another no answer. Let's see. Hopefully we can get a couple more people to pick up the phone.
Thank you for choosing Remax Alamo Realty. This is Julie. How may I help you?
Hi, can you provide me with Antonia Vargas's number?
This is she.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am great, thank you. Sorry, I thought this was just like the front desk or something.
I'm answering the phones at the moment.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, awesome. I sent you an email with an LOI for that listing on. Did you get a chance to review it?
I've reviewed a few. I'm not quite sure which one you're speaking of. Most of the ones that I've reviewed, and it's been like 5 in the past week or so,
Mhm.
they all want to take the mortgage, but not do an assumable.
Mhm.
Just continue with the payments, and the owner is not open to that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, mine was similar to that. Just seeing if they were open to kind of more of a creative option. Is the owner trying to buy like another home, or they're just what's
No,
going on
he
there?
just wants it completely off his name.
Okay, gotcha. So even if he could basically get list price whatever he was going to net in his pocket up front, he still wouldn't be open to that.
No, he wants the loan off of his name.
Okay, that makes sense. I totally understand. Do you well, either way, I mean, I'd like to work with you. Do you maybe have any other listings where that might work for?
Not at the moment. I do anticipate getting something soon for an older home, but I can reach out to everyone who's emailed me about that type of financing if the owner is open to it. He hasn't approved that quite yet, and he hasn't given me the listing yet either. So.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'd love to take a look at it when you get it. I think that this is the office line. Do you have like a better number that I could reach you at?
Sure, it's 396-8866, and that's the same area code 210.
Okay, perfect. All right, I got you saved now. I got that number, and then we'll be in touch, and hopefully we can make something happen. And like I said, if anything changes on this one, definitely let me know. And I really appreciate your time.
Okay, sure. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye bye. Awesome. Well, that worked out perfect. Normally, when I call the front desk, it is not the person who I'm looking to speak to, and sometimes they won't provide you with that agent's contact information. So that was really nice. Made it easy. And now I can just save that new number in there. Awesome. And then put some notes in. Said the owner's not open to it, just wants it out of his name. And on to the next.
Hi, you reached Michelle Schwartz with My Boss Realty. I'm sorry I missed your call.
Okay, let's try that again.
Hi, you reached
Voicemail.
Samantha Marsh.
Try Samantha again.
You reached Samantha Marshall. Sorry.
All right.
I reached it.
All right. Let's try it again.
I reached it.
No answer. Let's see. I think I only have a couple more left that I need to reach out to. Not too many.
Hi, you reached. Hi, you've reached Esther.
No answer.
Hello, this is Brad.
Hey, Brad, this is Ryan. How are you?
Good. How can I help you?
Hey, yeah, we're just calling about your listing on. Yeah, are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought I lost you there. Yeah, so I had actually sent you an LOI and I texted you about it. Did you get a chance to review that? Yeah. Okay, awesome, man. And what were their thoughts?
I thought we talked about this. It's not something my client's interested in.
Oh, maybe that was someone else. Definitely wasn't me. Okay, they're just not interested. Are they trying to buy like a home or something?
What do you mean?
Like I was just trying to see why they're not interested. Most of the time, a lot of people just tell me like, oh, they need it out of their name.
Sell their house and life somewhere else.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, they'd still be selling their home. It's just a little bit different, So
They would still be responsible. You guys don't pay the loan.
right. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I mean, I've never missed a payment. Definitely we're well capitalized. But yeah, I get it. If they're not open to it right now, if anything changes down the line, let me know. We can see if we can work something out. But do you maybe have any other listings that this would work for that I could take a look at? Okay, no worries. Well, hey man, I'd love to work with you, like I said. So just keep me in mind, and if you come across any others, I'm your buyer.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Brad. Take care.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, so that one wasn't too bad. Sometimes you're just gonna run into agents that don't always sound like they want to have a conversation with you, or maybe because they've been pitched it so many times already. So you just got to try to keep it rolling, and let them know that you want to work with them, and maybe later on, that seller will change his mind, or he'll learn more about the process and think it's a good idea.
Hello.
Hey, Yusuf, this is Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Hey, I was calling about your listing on, and I had sent you an LOI. Did you get a chance to review that?
Actually, I've been sending everything to the owner, and I'll be glad to give you his number and you deal with him direct. I don't like to be in the middleman,
Oh, okay. You don't want to be the middle.
And that's what I've been doing. To be honest with you, I got already about 10, 15 calls about this property,
Uh-huh.
and I give them direct to the owner. The problem with him, he wants to buy another house, and his lender told him, you cannot buy another house until you sell outright to sell this house,
Yeah, got it. I know the lender's probably not super familiar with how this works, because it'd almost be like, a rental.
Exactly.
So, do you,
his name,
yeah, give me his
Lance.
name. Sorry, what's his
So
name?
this way, Lance.
Oh,
Lance. Lance.
okay, awesome. And then what's his phone number?
216.
Okay, perfect. I got it. I'll reach out directly to him, and
Yes, whatever you want to make deal with him, make a deal with him. You buy a house from him. I have another house, actually. No, the other house, I don't know. She's behind 2 months. She tried to, I listed in MLS. I'm going to cancel it right now,
Yeah, I mean,
she has a mortgage. She's behind in a mortgage. She's afraid they're going to foreclose on her, so she wants to sell her the house. She has some legal issue with the house because her husband died, and she never probate the house.
Okay, so it has to go through probate.
Like 5 years ago, I don't know, during COVID, in the beginning of the COVID, I think he died,
Yeah.
And then she told me today, cancel, I'm going to probate it or something. I give her attorney for probate. So I'm actually logging to MLS. I want to cancel her house,
Yeah. I mean, I definitely take a look and see if it's something that I can, maybe help her out with.
Okay, the address is 12.
Hold on, one second.
Rangefield.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. Okay, and do you want me?
To the 259, I don't know how much she owes. I think she told me she owed 125.
Okay, and do you want me to contact her directly as well?
Yeah, of course, because I'm gonna cancel the listing. Remember, I'm gonna cancel the listing.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, a bunch of wholesalers contacted her, and she almost sold it to some wholesaler. They agree on the price and everything, and the day of closing, you know what they did?
What's that?
Oh, they said we need to send the inspector. And then, it needs this work, so we need to deduct all that.
Oh, man.
You told me I'm going to sell you my house as is, and you're going to pay me $100,000, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you bring a trick on closing day. And he said, you know what, we did the inspection, it needs about 10,000 repair or 15, 20,000 repair, so I need to deduct that. You see?
Yeah, no, that's not good business. I wouldn't do it that way either. But yeah,
You see, I told her, you need to agree with the price, and that's what the price. And they need to see it. They need to do inspection. They need to do everything.
yeah.
Diligent before, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I buy properties as is, but I still send someone out there to look at it. It's not like an official like inspector, but yeah.
Before, right?
Yeah, it's not an official inspection like report by an inspector, but it's still, boots on the ground, checking out the property. That's what I would consider my inspection, just to make sure, everything is what they say it is. So yeah. Can you give me her number her name and number so I can give her a call?
Actually, she's calling right. We're talking about her, let me tell her I call her back.
Okay.
Her name is Hannah. Cancel the listing,
Yeah.
What happened is she does not know. Once I cancel the listing, tomorrow morning, all these agents in San Antonio are going to be contacted her and tell her, I can do better, I can sell it for you, and all that stuff,
Yep, exactly. So what?
She's gonna swamp with calls tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. What's her number?
Number 2.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I mean,
Let me see. She sent me a message. She said, please drop the house from sale. She does not patient. You know what I mean? I told her I am out. And I just got home. I took something to the house. She just please drop it, please. I told her I'm not at home. When I get home, I will drop it. I just cancel it.
Yeah. Does she already have another agent that she wants to work with or something, or what's going on there?
No. She doesn't have another agent. She was telling me she was trying to sell it to other people, and that's what the trick they play on her. Then they explained to her that she has to probate her house because her husband died and he owned part of the house, right?
Right.
She never did anything. She doesn't know.
Yeah, the probate's going to take a little while.
He died. Yeah, she thinks that's it. He's died. She did the house. I mean, she has no kids. They have no kids together. No nothing.
Yeah.
Married about 20-something years.
Right. Okay.
She doesn't know their process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll give her a call, and then I'll call Lance as well, and then obviously I'll just keep you.
Lance, okay, cancel. I'm gonna send her picture of my cancellation because she just, oh my gosh, she just impatient.
Yeah.
Cancel. She called me this morning. So send her the picture. Show her it has been canceled. I don't know. The problem with that, I don't know if MLS, Zillow and all that stuff, they cancel instant or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's how they access to Zillow, these people. Most people, Zillow, realtor.com.
Right.
So I'm going to search it right now. I'm going to look at Zillow on it. Zillow is still for sale, and I already canceled it in MLS. You see?
Yeah. I think Zillow's a little bit lag compared to like HAR and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, realtor.com and HAR, they're instant and they're more direct.
Right.
Zillow for purpose, sometimes they leave them so they can get more traffic. That's all.
Gotcha. Okay, Yusuf. Well, hey, I appreciate all the information, and I'd love to work with you. So if you have any other listings that this might work for, similar situations, lower equity, maybe pre-foreclosure, needs to go through probate, tax liens, whatever. I just want to be an additional resource to you, and get you your commission.
I didn't get this often, to be honest with you. Because my full-time job is a property manager.
Okay, nice.
And her ex-husband, this lady, he was my friend, the deceased husband.
Okay.
So she called me out of nowhere. I haven't talked to her for like 10, 15 years. She called me, she said, can you help me sell the house? I came, I saw the house. I said, need some TLC. She said, no, I want to sell this. I don't have any money to fix it. And please contact my lender so they don't foreclose on me because I haven't paid rent mortgage for 2 months and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And she was asking me how long it takes to sell it. I said, right now in this market, it takes 30 to 90 days. She wanted fast. I said, you know what?
Does she already have her like payoff and her mortgage statement readily available or no?
She has everything. She
Perfect.
has everything.
Okay, amazing. Yeah.
And stuff here, foreclosure, whatever stuff the thing, and take over the payment, pay the difference, whatever you agree in price, and take over the payment. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
I was surprised she still owes 25. She bought it like 30 years ago, 20 years ago. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll give her a call and then we'll go from there. But I appreciate it and I'll keep you updated with Lance as well, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Yusuf. Take care. All right, bye. Amazing. That was a good one right there. Wow, that normally does not happen. I normally don't get another address out of the one I'm calling, and usually an agent doesn't tell me just to talk directly with the homeowner either. They always like are wanting to be involved. Obviously, I'll still keep him involved in the transaction. Like I said, I'll update him, let him know what's going on. But yeah, that normally does not happen. So I'll call those two sellers a bit later after we get through this list.
Your call has been forwarded.
Try them one more time.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right, no answer there. So that was the last one that I had to call that I hadn't reached out to yet. I do have a couple, I think, that I can follow up on that they didn't answer before. And similar, like I already sent them all the information, but I just hadn't been able to get a hold of them. So I think I only have like 2 of those. I'm going to go call these ones right now.
Hello, it's John.
Hey, John, it's Ryan. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I was just calling about your listing on, and I texted you a couple times. I'm sure you got busy, but I sent you an LOI as well. Did you get a chance to review it?
Yeah, he doesn't even consider those. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, no worries. He's just like, oh, I want to sell it, and that's it.
He's an investor himself, but he knows about all that stuff.
Okay.
He's an agent. He's an investor. He flips houses. He does wholesaling. He's like, that's his realm. So.
Amazing. Well, do you have any other listings that this might work for, or any other properties that I could take a look at where we could do something like this?
Not right now, brother. Honestly, it's me and him working pretty tight right now. Sometimes I get referrals. I don't really work leads anymore. So
Okay.
we just kind of have our own little system going where, he buys the houses and I kind of just help him, whether it's, rehabbing them or listing them or whatever. But yeah, he kind of just, he's not interested in keeping the notes under his name or anything like that.
Gotcha. So you said he seemed like he's a buyer, and then you just end up listing the properties. I like that system. So like sometimes I come across a lot of properties that I can't always take down myself. So then I pass them on to other people. So if I were to like send you some of those properties, if they met like his buy box, would you be able to show him those, and maybe we could do something that way?
Absolutely. I'm actually the one that tells him. He's kind of more just the money guy, takes care of the paperwork. I'm the one. Just if you want to send them to me, and then we do hard money, so we can't really buy everything, but we do try to buy whatever makes sense.
Yeah.
Hard money kind of kills it for us.
Okay.
Sometimes, a lot of the times, just being completely upfront with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do try to buy 2 or 3 a month. So.
Gotcha.
I'd be more than happy to look at anything you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you specifically like looking for? What's your buy box?
So pretty simple. Well, what I've kind of boiled it down to is anything 400K or less ARV.
Uh-huh.
And then because of the hard money, we usually need like 120K spread, but that could be like an old house full gut type of thing.
Uh-huh.
So if it's something that just needs paint and carpet, then we can, chop that down by a lot.
Yeah.
That's kind of what a lot of people don't like the older homes or the full rehabs.
Yeah.
That's kind of where our bread and butter is at. We have the cruise for it. So, so usually what we're pretty good at buying that other people usually don't buy is older homes, pretty much full guts. Pretty much we need like 120 on average. And then if it has a pool, then usually we need a little bit more. So
You need 120K spread on average is what you're saying?
yeah, like 110 usually the least, just because the material is so expensive right now, and then the hard money costs us like 20K,
Yeah.
20 to 30K, depending how long we're holding it. So, if it weren't for the hard money, then we'd be able to buy a thinner spread. But yeah, right now it's kind of it's slowing us down a lot because a lot of people jump back into the flips. So
Right.
and a lot of them are cash.
Okay. Cool.
So we're kind of getting it outfitted. But yeah, if you have anything like that, I'd be more than happy to look at it and buy some stuff for you. And I tell everyone, because I buy houses from wholesalers and stuff. But I tell everyone, I don't care how much you make. Like, I don't get offended. I don't care what your or profit as long as my numbers make sense. Like,
Yep.
it's all business, brother.
That's what I like to say too. I'm like, so you're good with me making $1 million then, right? As long as
I
you
don't care. Yeah, as long as,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. And you guys are only doing stuff in Vegas right now?
Yeah. We're thinking about expanding to front. Someone sent me a decent one in front. I just don't.
Yeah.
I think I did one like 4 or 5 years ago for a different investor. But I don't have too much experience, so I'm very, very weary.
Gotcha.
Be careful if I do pull the trigger on one out there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, most of the so like my bread and butter is, the creative finance stuff. Like that's what I really specialize in, and that's how I get a lot of buy and holds. But I do come across cash deals, and I mainly do like cash deal. A lot of my cash deals are in Arizona, but I mean, if I come across anything in Vegas, I'll definitely send it your way.
What are you talking like Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix. Yep.
You know what? Send me just for shits and giggles. I have a buddy that moved out there. He opened a turf company out there.
Okay.
And he's always wanted to partner with me, but I told him I don't have any connections out there. So if you send me something that's a big enough spread, I'll take it down.
Love it.
Like I said, because I have people there now. I didn't have them before, so and that's a short drive and a short flight. So that one, I probably want bigger spreads just because it's further, just for protection, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind dabbling over there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if it's similar, like you still want to be under the 400K, or like what are you thinking out here? Because I know it depends on the area. They can get pretty expensive,
Yeah, at least to start. We are planning. Like I said, I started working with this guy almost a year ago, and while we learned to work with each other, that's kind of why we're in the lower. But we do want to get into like luxury.
Okay.
But like I said, since I don't know the market out there, I'd rather start low and then build up from there.
Okay. Yeah, man. That sounds like a plan. I'll definitely I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably end up texting you from my other business number just so you have my information and I can keep you locked in. And then if I come across anything, I'll send it your way.
Well, brother, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, text me your info too. That way I can log into the phone. Yeah,
for sure. I'll text you from like I said, my other number. So I'll get it to you shortly.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you too. Take care.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Awesome. That was a good call. I like that. So I ended up getting a buyer out of that call, which is always really nice. Even like this guy, he's used to working with investors. It sounds like he does his own flips. Now I know that wasn't really the creative finance. Obviously, he said the guy that he works with is an investor himself, and he sounds pretty savvy, like he knows what's going on. And so, now that I'm doing more than just low equity stuff, also doing cash deals, like I said, mainly in Arizona. This guy's in Nevada. Nevada's not very far, so it's not like I couldn't, if I come across something, I could send it over to him, not a problem. Um, and he's looking to work in Arizona too. So it just kind of all went hand in hand, and I was able to add a buyer. So now you can see what a buyer call was like just off of this one live. It's amazing. All right, so let me let's see. I'm gonna leave that task up. That way I remember to text him. All right, I have one last one. This agent didn't answer either last time. Okay.
You're free to work that well. You're free to work that.
All right, no answer there. That's okay. I'm sure she'll end up calling me back. All right, so that was it for today, everybody. No other calls that I need to make. But usually the low equity list, there's not going to be very many on there that you're going to have to call. That's usually a very small list. If you want to know how to pull that list, I put it down in the description. I did another video on where you can go, how you can pull your own list to start making those calls. And like I said, I was making calls out of my CRM today, and the CRM that I use. If you guys want to use it, yes, I'm an affiliate with it, but I'm not saying that you have to. It's just totally up to you. It's ButtonLeads, and there's also a link down in the description to go check it out and just explore. There's videos. Like I said, my friend Gage created it. It's awesome. We use it for cash deals. We use it for creative deals, and I helped him, with some of the workflow. So my thought process behind some of this, and try to make it all blend together and work smoothly. But he did all the hard work, so he did a great job with that. Like I said, go check it out. Just watch the video, see how it works. Schedule a call with him. The link is down below in the description, and we'll try to do this again another time. So see you next time.